Good morning, grasshoppers. Let's see if that we can get through this stream without much lag. I have a few things to do. I'm going to be starting off nice and cautiously. I need to close a few things just to make sure that we don't have any major interruptions. One moment. Well, very, very quickly. Interesting. I was reminded of a great game that I played recently. I'm going to go for it. Punishing the inaccurate this. And we don't need that open. Live from Philadelphia. Hoping to do an IRL stream for the start of the round today on the last day. Whoa. My opponent is out of control. Did he do what he thought he was going to do? Is he really down on time in order to obtain this? That's a good question. Let's do the make sure our desktop audio is good. Looks like the sound is off. Hold on, we need to check our internet connection. I don't like changing internet connections in the middle of a stream. This will disconnect YouTube. Gonna hang tight as best we can here. No funny business being up peace. This looks like it should win a piece. If we weren't already up a piece. Loose pieces sink. Very good positions, unfortunately. And now my opponent wants to trade pieces. I am lacking. Could be awkward. May need to restart the stream. No. I lost on time. C'est la vie. Back to tournament. That was a good game. A very good game. What I get for multitasking at the same time. Desktop audio. Unfortunate. Let's withdraw for one moment. 14 players. Very happy to see everybody. What could possibly be going wrong? We have almost everything in the works. What is up? Maybe I should have bought a new computer yesterday like I planned on. Is it truly that? HDMI. I have one more stream to do from this venue, besides the IRL, which I'm hoping to do shortly. Checking. Thank you for the follow. RJA in 1978. See if I can run that again. For those of you that did not hear it. Let's get back to the first part. Give you the top game to watch, Chess King. versus Zucker, who did not necessarily play that well. I was going to play possibly the accelerated dragon against him. Again, thank you to RJA 1978. This funny line reminds me of a student of mine playing knight f6, bishop e3, knight takes e4. After having played the accelerated dragon as a starter Sicilian, which I do highly recommend the dragon Sicilian, quite highly. Uh-oh. Do we have more than one Streamlabs running? Is that what the problem is? Need to minimize the one Streamlabs, see the other. Mic and auxiliary, global settings. Just a little concerned about White's precarious position here. This is all pretty standard stuff for the black side. Torn on rook to d8 or rook to c8. Rook to c8 seems normal, but we're going to lose the pawn. So bishop takes d3, queen takes d3. Something definitely seems awry in this particular position. Probably rook on f to d8. Get the queen off of. Then queen to c5. Is a threat. Oh boy. Another unfortunate stream. I'm terribly sorry about this, everyone. I did restart the computer, stopped everything. July 4th, not happening. Now, how did he get in there? Queen to c3? And he's winning? Check. Check. We don't have time for anything in this particular position, as it turns out. E6. That's the wrong rook. You are easily deferred, my friend. Rook takes d8, check. Easily deferred. Oh. E6. Global settings. We are checking it. Yes, we are. Checking things to the best of our ability. Bishop c3, rook c1, bishop c3 runs into queen g5 check. Zucker Tortas is safe. Looks like in this position. This looks like it's very close to mate and 2. Is there something to be feared from rook to d? Queen to c8 check, bishop h6, rook e5 or queen e5. We have 6 of you lovely, extremely patient viewers on a weekday. Have not read chat, do not see anything happening there. Not translating. Very unfortunate. 17 minutes in. I'm going to attempt to do a few different events this morning on this computer. Maybe a 960 because we haven't bolstered the 960 community in a while. It is time to bolster the 960 community. We did get a better camera. Possible I need to or uninstall the HD camera. How about that? In the settings. By the way, all donations for the month of July, all proceeds / profits / revenue are going to abortion funds here in the United States. I do realize, and I am feeling rather guilty that I have not gotten my act together to do a Ukraine relief fund. So I'm debating whether or not it's going to be 50-50 between abortion access and Ukraine relief, because I'm overdue. And of course, you can earmark your donation for one or the other, and I will note it. That way we can balance it out. Let's watch. Well, Chess King is still alive, but that's the end of it for his bishop on c5. Therefore, we're going to go to Saggy Face, who's playing Saggy Face is playing. I say that. Egon Uber, welcome back. Egon with an A is yes in Hungarian. It looks like there's a forced draw here for black. Basically with knight f1, knight takes e3, knight f1, knight however he would like it. There's a forced draw, so therefore whatever white can manage to pick up is all he's going to get. He has to give his king some room, perhaps, with getting his queen off the long diagonal, and then playing g3 at the right moment. Egon is about to run out of time, but we do have a 2-second increment. There is +2 on every game. Wonder if he can get away with knight to e3 in this position, attacking the queen. Now it all starts all over again. Queen a7. Queen a6 and queen takes knight. Yep, he fell for it. This is Resign's territory. I think we could have taken the queen, because now, what is going on, folks? We have to move our king. We cannot allow this pin. Saragiwana. Nicely done. I'm not really doing very well in the World Open. I played an amazing game last night. I am hoping to share it on stream later, do a tournament recap of how badly I'm playing and how I am trying to force my will upon the tournament rather than playing by the rules. What I mean by that is that you have certain guidelines toward positional play in every position, and you should follow those rules within the position. You have certain pawn structure rules. I need to refresh the chat. Maybe that's all I need to do. I wonder if the chat is not flowing because this window is open. Why can't I get this window to close? I have a webcam global settings in the background, and there's no save button. There's no way out of it. There's no red X. Desktop audio device 1 is still not set to the speakers of the Realtek audio device. The microphone is set. Looks good. Disable Windows audio ducking. Don't know if I really want to do that. All right, I'm going to try one of my least favorite keys, Alt F4. That may close Streamlabs in its entirety. Cross our fingers. 24 minutes in, 9 viewers, no chat, Twitch, refresh. Nothing on the screen either. Not even my normal 151, which I put up for the Chess Informant. Easily the best publication for improvement around. They've made it even better. Hard to believe that they could make it better. They did. Craziness. Ah. Am I making progress? Let's watch the #1 game between Zucker Tortas and Bat General. I'm very happy to have Bat General back. I believe Bat General is from the Philippines. Highly tactical player. Awesome to see him. Uh-oh. Did I close the Streamlabs? We will find out in a moment. That might have been why everything happened the way it happened, but my camera is still on. So that delay is still working. Need to check one other thing. Crossing my fingers, the stream is still live. Gonna fix a few things on this stream before I leave. If I have to restart the stream, I'm gonna put you in good hands temporarily. Ay, ay, ay. One more time. Does he get what he wants? What a pin. Did Black sacrifice a piece for this raging attack on the king side with the open lines? Is there any way to alleviate the problem of the knight? He has to take on g4. That's a given. We also have the option of playing knight to g5 here. But it looks like there is no threat, no attack, no nothing. I believe that was the square we needed, to be honest, for our knight. We really needed that square for our knight. Fair enough. Small threats everywhere. f7, e6, g4. I may throw in bishop to g4 check first, just to separate the two rooks. Oh, he didn't go for knight f7. He's going for the simplification on the other side. Everything is covered. Triply covered, over protection at its finest. Can't believe I lost my game. See here, I apologize if you hear the sound of my stream. You hear the sound. I need to turn off the volume. So far, we still seem to be live. We still have no refreshed chat. So the audio seems to be working. I'm very thankful about that. The video is choppy. Makes sense. What is on the screen is delayed. See what we can stop in the background. Why is this going on? Is backplay still running? Tortoise is feverishly fighting to get something going. But it's not happening. View the tournament. I'm hoping to be back in just a moment. I really cannot wait for another computer. It is time. I have a feeling that if I go home and borrow my daughter's laptop for free, at one moment I will find out if it is the choppiness of the internet or if it is my laptop. With every possible system error. Why is that? Brave browser. Cortana doesn't need to be running. But system interrupts are down. Yes, 4. Start menu not working. Or sound. Desktop 7.
Ready. Check. Check. Check.
Crossing our fingers. Webcam, yada, yada, yada. Background.
Check.
Ouch. Did you really walk into that? That was rather unfortunate and sad. So the source settings and the global settings. There we go. Microphone looks to be responding. Whatever the microphone may be, it looks to be responding. But I'm itching to play some chess, even if I have to orchestrate the chess myself. I didn't get to check my Discord this morning properly. Yeatonheimers is here. Jeff is playing. Not going to reveal what section, but our man from Toronto, based on the Netflix documentary featuring Woody Harrelson. All right, so this worked before the Alt F4. Without closing Streamlabs. Looks good. I'm going to turn off Bluetooth for a moment, just because. One less system resource being taxed. My game is starting. All right, one black. The 3XK out for revenge. We should have
Time
had
is
it
running
yesterday.
out.
Looks like we're playing the English opening. We have played this before. He's playing the most aggressive Kasparov gambit. We end up with a rather passive position. We will have to bring this back no matter what. I was threatening e4. He's on task. Need to find a life for my bishop, so I'm going to choose this plan. Not planning on castling. Time for him to support his center in some way, shape, or form. Is this true? Not sure that this can be played, but I'm a move ahead because I haven't castled. Bishop takes d5 check. Does not quite work, as it turns out. This, however, does work. No, you were supposed to play Dudovich. You were supposed to play bishop takes d5 and capitalize on my mistake. Now, is there some threat? Time for us to get out of Dodge. Mm-hmm. Moment of truth, everyone. Moment of truth. All right. We do not have much of a choice, but we do have a lot of threats.
Check. Victory.
We do have a number of threats in this position, that's for sure. I was very lucky again. With the 3XK, I need to shout him out. I believe he might be streaming again. My bad for not shouting him out. And if everybody else who I've missed actually from the first part of the stream, kind enough to put up with everything. Am I dropping frames? Let's see. I haven't seen any dropping frames messages. That's rather incredible, but I've gotten no dropping frames alerts. If anything, I should be dropping frames with the extra hardware on this device. Pain relief for my bursitis. Three times a day is needed. Got it. Homeopathic medicine at its finest. Five games down, one game to go. I've made it to the first page thanks to the 3XK. Is Rogan here? I am, Mr. I am. You misplayed it a little bit. It has been cycled between. I'm glad that RJA has made it.
Time is running out.
I am in scenic Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. This was the opening of my game that I played last night. Not hanging any knights. This time we're going to gambit the pawn properly. I don't think I can let that bishop
Check.
move. It is the key to his dark squared relief. Mm-hmm. Oops. That was supposed to be rook on A to E1, not knight to E1. So let's see what we can do to make lemonade out of this. Wow, it got rid of his bishop just like that. Let's start weakening the queenside pawns, since they are available to be weakened. What? Not at all what I was expecting.
Check.
We are just going to keep on tagging while my opponent attempts some form of what in the world is going on here? Really? Back rank weakness? Setting up a fork? We'll take that one. Seriously? My alarm? Mm-hmm. So far, so good, RJA. Let's bother him in this fashion.
Check. 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 Time is running out. Check. 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 Victory.
That was very courteous of you, RJA, even though I think you could have flacked me with my lack. Is it good for beginners? I don't think it's good for beginners. Jacob Agar's books are generally meant for above intermediate players. I mean, the first couple of books, positional play, and are a tough haul. It's the Kasparov-Begonyan Gambit. Yeah, it was originally the Begonyan Gambit, but now it's the Kasparov Gambit because Kasparov made it a little bit more famous. Begonyan, of course, I had you a while ago. It's true. I was flailing about in my. Thank you, though, RJA. At least I acquitted myself with a couple of wins. I don't know if I got more than a couple of wins. So the weekdays are certainly my time. I'm not sure what I'm getting during this time in Europe. Namaste, RJA. Yeah, a couple of wins. I had to take a couple of rounds off to fix the super lag. I wonder if I can even turn my phone back on at this moment. Do I trust the alarm to not go off? But in general, Nepomniachtchi and Carlsen are about to have another epic battle. It is quite priceless that that Carlsen won the first one, not unlike how Karpov and Kasparov should have transpired. Will Nepomniachtchi win the second match? Will he be the better player? Will Carlsen be working on his game to the degree that he needs to? That is the question. I believe Magnus Carlsen needs to play a couple more matches to equal. Magnus is going to play. absolutely going to play. It's become rather epic. I think Magnus will go for the record number of World Championship matches ever played. He needs to survive Nepo here, I think, to exceed Lasker. He won't be able to exceed Lasker's time as world champion, which is what I think his original intention was. It's unthinkable that someone could remain world champion for 27 years in the modern era. But if Magnus were able to do it, he would certainly be the greatest player of all time, because no one would be able to beat that record. Emmanuel Lasker is the man on the whole. All right, fine. I will shake my device 40 times in order to prove that I am awake. This is not appropriate on a weekday to have a 7 a.m. alarm go off, especially if, and it is true, Alexandra chess coach Andres. Now there's the stuff for you. Suddenly we have everybody going. Magnus kills twice on Sunday. Indeed. Indeed, Rogan. Indeed. So this was almost a passable stream, but for some of the sound issues early on. Had to get a better camera, better light, at least to try to alleviate some of the situations. Let's give Rogan Joe Slow a shout out. The 3XK. Have you been streaming? I know Tapas News surprised me by starting his streaming. So for the most part, before the stream goes, I just want to thank everyone. Congratulations to Bat General. I will get him shortly. We will also be covering New Zealand Nepomniachtchi move by move. I've definitely decided that I'm going to pick up Nepomniachtchi move by move. I stream. I did see you on late last night, less than 12 hours ago. Thank you, RJA, for the follow. You got on the ending stream chat, which is very cool. Rogan Joe Sloan, the 3XK. Very much appreciated all your help. Thank you all for being here. I should have Rogan pull the trigger on the raid.